So let's go to Arrowhead. Well, let's run to Arrowhead. Everybody was. Everybody was. Tennessee coming off their bye week. Kerry Collins still the starter, but it really doesn't matter. It just depends on who's running the ball there. I guess all you got to do is hand it off to a guy like Chris Johnson. 11-yard run. Second Titans drive of the game here. Their first led to 3 points. 3 plays later, Lendale White in the end zone. Where have we seen that before?
That's their Wildcat.
Just straight up the gut?
Yeah.
Just cat. Just cat. Nothing wild about it. Straightforward cat. Second quarter now. Brody Croyle starting. Not playing for long. This was connected to Dwayne Bowe, but Albert Hainsworth hits Croyle. Boom! And it's called a knee sprain, but there are reports out of Kansas City that Croyle's done for the year.
Oh, boy. Man.
So in comes Damon Heward. But back to the Titans running game. Here's Chris Johnson, 24 yards.
He hasn't been touched yet.
Down to the Kansas City 6, and then 2 plays later, it's time to dial up a little Lendale.
Big guy here.
You can smell it. You can smell that pain.
245 pounds now, and he can run.
Allegedly.
Score's now 20-0, and it's Damon Heward, and Albert Hainsworth treats him like Croyle. Heward would have to leave the game with a thumb injury. So now the Chiefs down to their third quarterback of the game, and the Titans are still running the football. Lendale White.
Hand it off to somebody here.
80-yard run.
Big man can scoot.
He's going to pull a hammy.
8.
Watch him veer off.
Touchdown of the season.
Change direction.
His 8 scores in the season tied the league lead with Reggie Bush. And then that was an 80-yarder. Here's Chris Johnson on a 66-yarder.
That's a 4-2 for real right there. You're not going to catch him. Might as well just go get ready for the kickoff return. Now that's going to hurt tomorrow.
And then he plays the drum.
Subliminal message, ladies and gentlemen. We are beating them like a drum.
Titans rushed for a franchise record 332 yards in the ground. It is the most rushing yards by a road team in the National Football League in 20 years. The Chiefs also on this list, giving up 300 rushing yards to the Raiders earlier this season. It's just a brutal campaign for the Chiefs, who allowed 2 100-yard rushers in the same game for the first time since 1977. Those 2 runners being Chris Johnson and Lendale White, who appeared together at the podium after the game in sort of Milli Vanilli form.
You guys feel like the spotlight is going to start being on this team this week?
We don't want that. No.
Because 6-0 heading into Monday night?
No. Y'all can have that spotlight. We don't need the spotlight. We're 6-0. We're going to continue to perfect the little things that we've been messing up on. You know, staying on sides, holding, jumping off sides, things like that. You know, try to eat the clock up more and score points when we're in the red zone. Stop kicking field goals. You know, I know Rob might be upset about that, but we got to put more points on the board. But you know, we don't want the spotlight. We can care less about that. We're 6-0 right now, and we're going for 7-0. But the thing is, we got to perfect the things that we're not good on right now.
Were they lip syncing?
Can somebody text me Chris Johnson's number right now? So who's ever out there who had this kid's number, text me. Because those are the things you look back on and say, I can't believe I did that. He looked like the Yin Yang twins. Come on, you got to have some type of professionalism. You sit up there smacking gum all
You talking about the dress or the gum?
The gum and the dress.
Oh, boy.
Which one? I heard of keeping it real, but that's a little too real.
That's like a Saturday Night Live sketch right there.
Yeah, that's youth. That's you.
Should have brought Tammy Faye.
Let's talk a little bit about the Titans outside of the post-game press conference right now. They're 6-0 guys, and they are running away with this division. If they beat the Colts next week, they would have a 4.5-game lead on Indianapolis at the halfway point of the season. Why are these guys so good? Why? I mean, again, because this is a league where everybody loves quarterbacks. The quarterback, if you don't have your quarterback, you're shot, you're finished. True. And again, Rod Woodson walks around here with a ring. Trent Dilfer used to walk around here with a ring. Nobody really thought that they could win it. Can the Titans do that? Can they keep this up? Can they win this?
Yes, they can.
Whole thing?
Kerry Collins, at this point last season with Vince Young quarterbacking, 3 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Kerry Collins 3-3. There's a little more balance defensively. They're 13th in the league defensively. Offensively, the running game is wonderful. They really don't need to pass when you can run that ball. And Kerry Collins is protecting the ball. I love this team.
He only threw 18 passes.
He didn't need to.
He didn't need to. He completed 11 passes, no interceptions. He didn't hurt the team. And then you hand it off to those 2 guys for 332 yards and play good defense. You win football games. It's that simple. This is the only consistent team in the National Football League right now.
And again, they take on the Colts next week. They could put a real stranglehold